Here we look at the Defense Science and Technology Strategy put out by the research folks with a focus on some of the efforts under Accelerated Solutions banner and SimConnect, drawing attention to the intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance, and that would be internet mapping and such. The communications routines are included, as well as human systems integration, and the real focus of command and control for the MEDEVAC paradigm. So, borrowing from the computer pilot and RCSU Pacific, the SimConnect leadership models implemented as a function of both 418 Squadron and 408 Squadron for the TAC Hell World. So the issue is the information the flight surgeons need to know about flight ops in order to clear a pilot to fly or be recognized by Transport Canada as an approved medical provider. And this is some of the work that we're working on because it cuts to operational effectiveness and such. So from the book here we have an Aurora in play, and I've got some work done as well with the SimConnect and mapping over to Google Earth. So here's the CP-140 over the St. John's Airport, and you can see the aircraft data culled out and used to do live mapping with Microsoft technologies through the SimConnect layer. So we can track where the aircraft is and where it's going in real time, and using this simulator as a performance model. So as it goes across the ground, we can network this solution together, and we'll see once we pause and move back, the actual position is plotted and confirmed with look back over the airfield. The Clothe the Soldier program has its replica with the Army cadets and the airsoft community. Displaying here MilSim from Wikipedia and a McFarland military soldier kitted out with airsoft props with this pricing structure and online sources of supply. The UAV, or unmanned aerial vehicle, has its parallel with this Predator, shown here on dispatch out of Comox on an autonomous flight plan. And going through the third wall, we see this in cruise over towards the Campbell River Airport eventually, as we zoom out and look at the custom dashboard instrumentation that's been added in with third-party software. The position here again is plotted over to Google Maps, and on zooming in you can see the position and even the parallax in the cursor as we scroll this position around. So I'll move ahead in the documentation to the specialist VENs, and that's really the point of the MEDEVAC crew concept. So we have the 408's Griffin and its counterpart in the FSX with soft-tack instrumentation, and this is a dashboard to show some interaction going in with this stub code showing engine fire being turned on, number 2 engine on demand, and this would be an opportunity to exercise any aircraft emergency checklists or procedures training of that sort of thing. And then we can show shutting the fire off as well and moving on into the presentation from here. For the Minister's requirement on some practical knowledge of the flight ops environment, the Griffin interior and a civil version minus the autopilot heads shows here is SimEvac with the medipacks and stretchers installed. So this would give you an idea of a MASH or a Stars Air ambulance paradigm, and with a civil repaint of the SimEvac technology demonstrator, it puts eyes on the mission planning, weight and balance, and weather issues, fuel issues, and a number of the things the aircraft captain has to take care of. The Strike Hornet brings in the multi-crew management and the digital control heads shown here, which hold web browsers and some of the GIS that's targeted towards aerial photography. But the F-18 would just as easily map over to the F-4 Phantom, Voodoo, Tornado, or any. So here we have the F-4 at the Edmonton International, and you can see on the right-hand side another SimConnect panel just to create an artificial intelligence aircraft. In this case, a B-52. So as we zoom out, we'll see it's being fed a flight plan mission management, which would take it over Westlock, back around through the city center area and over the International. So the user aircraft is the F-4, and the B-52 is created via code and sent on its flight plan. So here we can see it lifting off as we scramble to catch up and fly the wing. So moving ahead, the B-52 model here as one of several on a freeware download. So you get an idea what this looks like at altitude, and you can see an upper left window where it says AI plane. That's one of many we can create for our purposes. And we'll catch up here looking through the user's shoulder at the B-52 and the F-4 flying the wing. So the point here is aircraft captain and his support staff, and the B-52 makes us all part of a larger team. So we'll just close the show with another B-52 with some footage pinched off of YouTube, just to show a day at the office and some of the work this structure can put together.